Morning. So I made some live videos on Facebook earlier that they won't let me upload to my YouTube channel. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start streaming from YouTube so I don't run into that problem. My thumb is broken and my left leg hurts, my left knee, because I tripped on the sidewalk earlier. Broke my thumb and hurt my left knee. You know, to add insult to injury to my life. Just sitting here listening to Psalms like always. I play Psalms for them, for me. If anybody needs to hear the Bible, it's these assholes. If anybody needs to hear the Bible, it's definitely these assholes. No doubt about that. So, I don't need to tell anybody that these people are fucking assholes, do I? I don't think I do. Having a lot of pain from falling earlier. Um, I'm just trying to upload some videos from my phone to make room on my phone because I'm out of space because of all their bullshit spyware on my phone. So they're telling me I don't have enough storage, which is baloney. Um, I'm gonna have to get a new phone anyway because when I tripped today, I broke my entire screen on my phone and it looks like a spider web. I can barely see my phone. So they're screwing with my dry cat food. This has been going on since they murdered Boo Boo. They're after my other cats now. My cats have always had dry kibble down their whole life, all the time. They're walking over and sniffing it and walking away. And I can tell it's because they contaminated it. And my cat Slater threw up his food a couple times. Um, the bags that I used to buy, uh, were 12-pound bags. They were $50. Grain free, healthy. Then I switched to a cheaper brand of grain free, which is still 12 pounds, so at $35. They're doing it to that too. Um, I'm either going to have to switch to all canned food and open it and watch them eat it. Uh, or I'm going to have to start buying smaller bags of dry food so I don't have to throw as much away because I have purchased 4 bags since August 3rd of 12 pounds, huge bag of cat food that were like $40 a piece to have delivered by DoorDash. So that's 4 bags. 4 bags I had to throw in the garbage, and I'm about to throw another one in the garbage. And I don't have money to buy another bag of cat food. They're going to have to eat tuna. Um, it never ends. It's very sad that the world is like this and that there's people like this in the world doing this to people's lives. I never thought in a million years I would ever see anything like this. But it's real. And unfortunately, it's the truth. They make it took 3 hours for me today to go to Long Pond Road and check on 2 applications at 2 different Dunkin' Donuts, which of course the managers weren't available, like always. They keep posting the jobs on Indeed and hiring people, but when I go there to check on my applications, nobody's available to talk to me. And they don't have phone numbers to the store that work. Not on my phone. Anyway, it says the number is not available. I have to physically go in and check on my applications. Okay. And that hasn't been doing me any good either. So, what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to call unemployment and I'm going to ask them which websites to go to that are hiring immediately, and then I'll get a job because these assholes are not going to give me a job. They just aren't. I had an interview at Tim Hortons up the street, like the middle of September, um, like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Full time would have been great for me. Less than 5 minutes from here. Never contacted me. Told me it would look good for me during the interview, but that was just a waste of my time. Then I had 2 interviews at Starbucks. My first interview was at the Starbucks on Westridge Road with one person. Her name was Delia, and they are definitely hiring at that location. I think it's 2585 Westridge Road or something like that in that area. It's over by Ridgemont Plaza. And then I was set up for a second interview at a different location with a guy named Kellen. Okay. 2 days later. So at a different location, and that was at 100 Center Place Drive, which is also on Westridge Road, next to Hooligans. Okay. I knew that they were just wasting my time with those interviews. I went to them anyway, but I knew that they had no intention of giving me the job. And I was right. So they wasted another week of my time with that. I have applied to over 50 jobs on Indeed and online since Value City Furniture pulled their bullshit with me. That was a month and a half long skit that requires its own video, which I will do. Tell you everything that they did there. I haven't gotten to that yet. I just have to get to that, but there's a lot to talk about with the blacklisting of employment with us. When they're trying to make you homeless, they won't let you get a job because they don't want you to have money. They don't want you to get yourself out of the bind that you're in, that they put you in. Okay. I didn't put myself in this bind. I've been in this apartment for almost 7 years now. I've been supporting myself for almost 7 years. My ex lived here with me for about a year. But for the most part, I've been supporting my own self in this apartment. Okay, and then one day I woke up and my Social Security benefits were no longer being given to me and without warning, and I'm locked out of my Social Security account. I'm not able to help myself with that. The lawyer that originally got me the Social Security is stating that he never did. So he's not going to be any help. If I try to call Social Security on the phone, they just transfer my phone call to a perp call center, and I end up talking to someone that's not even at Social Security. Right? This is the shit that they do. It's very highly organized. All right. It's definitely intended to bring you down. All right. So they ripped my income away from me, and now they're refusing to give me a job. They threw me out into the workforce. Okay. I was on Social Security disability for 10 years, and I was paying my bills and stuff just fine. I got comfortable with staying home. I used to be a go-getter. I used to be out and about all the time, but I got used to being home. As soon as I got comfortable with being home, they ripped my income away from me and threw me back out into the workforce. And now they will not allow me to get a job. And if they do allow me to get a job, it's only temporary until they find a way to get me fired. It's the truth of it. That's the truth of it. It's the sad truth. Okay. There's no way in hell that I should not have gotten that job at Tim Hortons. There's no way in hell I should not have gotten that job at Starbucks. And they're definitely blocking me from employment at Dunkin' Donuts. Every single location I've applied at. Okay. It's all intentional. Like I said previously, My landlord can get paid for June and July rent from social services, but refuses to fill out an application that he needs to get a vendor number because social services needs a vendor number from him in order to release the funds to him. So that's his problem. I'm not going to make it mine. I fell under an emergency situation where I woke up and all of my income was gone. And that's what social services is for, emergencies. Okay. He knew damn well that they needed a vendor number from him. He said he didn't have one, so I had them mail me an application so that he can apply for one. And he actually came to Value City Furniture when I was working there to pick it up. Never filled it out and is complaining why that he doesn't have his money. Well, you don't have your money because you never filled it out. Okay. And I'll remind you of that if you try to show up at my house with an eviction notice. Okay. I was able to pay for August rent. I've given him 2/3 of August. The other third I have here in cash because they bounced one of the checks on me. They'll go into your checking account and screw with your money, and they'll put your money down $2 so that your check that is coming in will bounce. They will do that intentionally, which it did. So I went and withdrew the money from the bank, and I've got the other third of August rent here in my house. I've also got a third of September in my house in cash. I'm still $620 short for September, and October is tomorrow. Actually, it's today. So I reached out to my family. They don't care. Okay. I reached out to my aunt. I reached out to my brother. They both have access to my mother, who's got access to funds that could help me. But because she's involved, I'm not going to get the help I need. Okay. And I find it very strange that they won't even give me her phone number so I can call her and ask her myself. So they're either involved in this or they just don't fucking give a shit about me because I'm like this close to becoming homeless. And that's a really hard pill to swallow when your family doesn't give a fuck if you eat or if you're about to live under a bridge. That's just like the saddest thing ever. Because there's nothing I would not do for any of these people within my power. Nothing. So, if that happens to me, they're going to have to live with themselves. All I needed was $1,000. Okay. I needed to borrow $1,000. I need it right now. I need $1,000 that I'm going to pay back. Okay. So I can pay for the rest of September, get a job, and get caught up for October so that I don't end up on the street. I asked for $1,000 because I need $620 for the rest of September, and I need about $400 to get some items that I'm out of because I have no income coming in. Okay. Don't care. They don't care. They're either involved, don't care, or they're not getting my text messages. One of those things is going on. Okay. Families do get involved with this targeting. So I'm sorry, but I'm not going to put it past my family to be involved. I'm not going to put it past them. People's own kids are doing this to their own parents. I'm not going to put it past my family. Okay. If my family can't come up with $1,000 so that I don't end up on the street while I'm looking for a job, I'm not even asking for a handout. I'm asking for a loan. Okay. And I was told, your brother's got control of your mother's funds. Well, my brother's not helping me either. Okay, so, right. What does that tell me? That tells me that nobody gives a shit what happens to me. I was hoping to have that $1,000 by today so I can give him the rest of August, all of September, get a job, and get caught up for October, and then I'll be fine. And I'm really not that far behind if I can get that $1,000. The June and July, that's his problem. He wants to get paid for that. He's going to have to fill out that vendor number application. I've already gone to social services 3 or 4 times. Took me all day. I had to take huge buses to go there. And I'm not getting anywhere because he won't fill out the vendor number application. Well, I'm not going to take on the responsibility of you not getting your money because you didn't supply them with a number that they need to get the funds that you're looking for. Okay, because I have no way of getting that back rent from June and July. I have no way of getting it other than social services. Okay, and the only way you're going to get it is if you give them your damn vendor number. There's no way in hell I am going to end up on the street because he didn't get June and July rent. He could have had it. But I can save myself from becoming homeless if somebody would damn donate $1,000. It's a temporary Band-Aid while I'm looking for a job that I didn't think I was ever going to have to look for. Okay? And I'm being blacklisted from finding a job. And it's all being done intentionally because their goal is to put me on the street. They tried getting me to commit suicide this year. They tried real hard. Okay? They're never getting that from me. Okay? This was suicide year. I was supposed to kill myself this year from all the shit that they did to me. No. I am resilient and strong, and they are never getting that from me. Ever. So now they're moving to homeless. Okay, that's their goal now. It's not happening. I am not leaving this apartment. I will get a job and I will catch up. And if he wants to try that whole court system bullshit with me and trying to get me evicted, I will prove to the judge that he could have got paid for June and July, but he didn't provide them with the necessary information. And I've got proof right here of it. So I did nothing wrong, people. Nothing. Then they hire me at a furniture store for a month and a half. And that whole thing was a freaking gangstalking setup from beginning to end. And again, that's going to take its own video. There's a lot to discuss about that. I wanted to get into depth with how they blacklist you from employment and the things that they pull. I think it's important that you know the things that they do. Okay, it's been going on my whole life. There's only one job I lost in my whole life that was my fault. One. Okay, and I've been working since I was 16. Okay, there's only one job that I deserved to lose. All right, everything else has been perpetrated. And I never give them a reason to fire me, so they always have to make one up. Right? But the smear campaigns and the slander and the lies and it never ends, people. I've got better things to do than sit around and make up stories. I really do. Well, that's what we're going to do. Today I'm going to try to look on my phone with my broken screen and try to find a job again all day today. I am going to contact unemployment because they've got jobs job listings of people that are looking immediately. So I'd like to see how they keep me from getting one of those. I guess we'll find out. It's beyond pathetic. It's like the whole world is a stage and they're pulling skits all around you and they're pulling you into their movie or something. It's like fucking ridiculous. All right, everybody's an actor. Grow the fuck up. You know? It's never ending. It's all day. It's constant. I'm not giving up. If my family doesn't want to let me borrow $1,000 to save me from becoming homeless, well, I'm sorry. They're no longer my family. Okay. They're no longer my family. I don't consider myself having a family any longer. And as far as I'm concerned, I didn't lose them. They lost me. Okay. I am friendly. I am fun. I am generous. I am giving. I would never, ever in a million years stand back and watch one of my family members end up homeless on the street without helping them if I could. But if they want to do that, they have to live with themselves. I don't talk to people on the chat because there's nobody but perps in here, Steve. So sorry if you're not, but I'm not on here to chat. Sorry. I have nobody but perps on my channel. I don't even know if my channel's being seen or if it's being shadow banned or they deleted my first YouTube channel. My Target story, the first one, locked me right out of it. That's where my story begins. I think there's about 60 or 70 parts on there, videos on there, and then they locked me out. So then I had to use my regular YouTube channel and turn it into my Target story number 2. But they prevent me from uploading videos, and they screw with my videos, and they screw with my audience, and nobody but perps comment on things. I just had some asshole send me a text to my phone like 2 hours ago. What was it, like 2:30 in the morning? Saying you are a paranoid schizophrenic. Now, I didn't respond to that. All I did was delete it and block the number because that's what they're looking for. They want you to engage because it's fun for them. Right? I didn't. Right. I'm not giving these people what they're looking for. All right. I know damn well what they're looking for. I studied narcissism extensively, and I know how to not give the narcissist what they want. Right. Which is why my targeting is getting worse, because I'm pissing them off. They're not getting what they want out of this. All right, so they're ramping up their game. Now they're threatening me with homelessness. And fucking with my dry cat food. And trying to make me nervous about the other 4 remaining cats that they haven't murdered yet. And when I say yet, I mean yet. Because they will. They kill all of our animals. They alienate you from family and friends. They blacklist you from employment. They smear your name all over the place. They ruin your credit. They financially fuck you. They screw with your vehicle. That's why I got rid of it. Constantly try to cause car accidents. That's another reason I got rid of it. And now I'm using the bus system and they're screwing with that too. So. But you know what, people? They're fucking with the wrong check. I'm telling you right now. Okay. A narcissist's worst enemy is an educated empath. And that's the truth. These people used to get what they wanted out of me. They used to get my reactions in a show and entertainment and everything they're looking for, but they're not getting it anymore. I'm not giving it to them. Okay, I used to hand it to them on a silver platter. I'm not doing that anymore. Okay. They're wasting their time with me. I have nothing left for them to bleed. Okay, I have no family left. I have barely any friends left. I can't get a job anywhere. They murdered one of my cats. I got 4 cats left waiting to get murdered. Because they will. They kill everyone's animals. They're trying to make them sick right now with the dry food. And they're trying to make me broke with the dry food. And they have. I don't even have $1 in my fucking name. These people are disgusting. Okay. They're disgusting. 2 years ago, I had a credit score of 788 and $2,000 saved away. And all my bills were paid. Well, they got right in there and fucked that up. All right. Now I have no income, no credit cards. Nobody will hire me. I'm facing eviction. And that is one of their goals. If they can't get you to kill yourself, they want you homeless or in jail or in a mental ward. All right. They got goals. All right. None of their goals are working out for them, but they got goals. And I've been fighting through every single one and getting through it with flying colors. So I'm to the point where I don't even know what the fuck they're even still doing here. But since I know who my handler is, I know what they're still doing here. Okay. She wants to enjoy watching me lose everything that I own before she takes my life. That's all right. I know her agenda. Okay. She's going to have to get past the gatekeeper because God's got my back. And he didn't give me all this knowledge and understanding about this bullshit for nothing, just so that she can take me out. Okay. As a matter of fact, I was born to take her ass out. Okay. I finally know what my life's purpose is. It took me 50 years, but I finally know what it is. It wasn't a coincidence. Okay. It wasn't a coincidence. All right. I was born to take your ass out, lady. Not the other way around. I'm the generational curse breaker. Okay. And you might not pay for your crimes here on this earth, but you're definitely paying for them when you take your last breath. I'm telling you right now. I know exactly where you're going, and I believe that you do too. And you know damn well that you deserve it. You took your portion in this life. You didn't follow God's words. You didn't care about what God had to say. You did it your own way. God gave you enough resources, money, family, husband, houses, cars to last you the American dream 5 times over. And it wasn't enough for you. No, what'd you do? You spent your life trying to annihilate mine to feel better about yourself, about whatever pain that you experienced as a child. You wanted to project that onto me so that you didn't have to experience it. I know all about narcissism. I know your agenda. I know how you think. I have been studying you since I was a toddler. You think I don't know you? Okay. Well, don't worry. I'm getting people's attention and I'm getting their ears too. Okay. It's only a matter of time before everyone puts the puzzles together and not just me. She'll walk around telling everybody how much she loves me. Oh my gosh, she loves me. If you see her today and wish her a happy birthday, I love her. And they fall for it. Just because she said it makes it fact, right? Doesn't matter how she acts toward me or what she does behind the scenes, As long as she says she loves me, I guess that's a fact. Meanwhile, she's got millions in the bank and can't afford to let me borrow $1,000 to prevent homelessness, right? Oh, but she loves me. Sure you do. You're not helping me because you put me in the situation to become homeless and you don't want me getting out of it. That's why you're not helping me. Right? Oh, that's right. Let's not forget the dementia card that we're playing. Just like your mother did at the end. Played the dementia card. All right. Well, honey, I can see right past your hand. Okay. I know your game before you even play it. And you should have been out of here a long time ago. Because I am pointing everybody in your direction. And one of these days, they're going to see it.